Touche. Touche, manga author. Touche. Seems we are gonna have to wait even longer before that theory is finally gonna be confirmed. Touche indeed. And also, this chapter is also touche in itself, or whatever you say when you say supposed to say that. What is going on? No, seriously, I'm seriously asking, what is going on? Because I do not understand what's going on. Either way, and this is the Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Viewer, and this is Boku no Hero Academia chapter 191. And what I'm trying to say is that, no, we do not find out if Dabi is the mysterious third son of Endeavor, but we still haven't exactly been denied that either. As Endeavor sees Dabi, but only with blurred vision, he acknowledges him though as Dabi, not as anyone else, meaning that no one really do know the identity of Dabi. No one. And and apparently he was the one who killed Snatch, but he claims he doesn't know anything about that. I mean, his guess is that kind of villain. And the strange thing is that blue flames surrounds the thing. A lot of people thus mentions that it looks very similar to Endeavor's. And strangely enough, Shoto Todoroki recognized them indeed as Dabi. So once again, this doesn't bend the theory in denial. I mean, if anything, this still makes the theory believable. Is the fact that, but again, they acknowledge him as Dabi, not as whatever his real name is. So it's still not confirmation if they really knows if it's him or even if it is him at all. So either way, as Hawks prepares to fight, Dabi says that he can arrogantly take them out on death's door. But then suddenly the sexy and arrogant hero Miruki appears. And I have to say, her design is enormously sexy. I have to say that with leotard, and it's even revealed that besides bunny ears, she even has a bunny tail, unless of course that's part of her costume. So it seems her power is indeed a rabbit's power. She can hop, because she says she hopped right over here. So probably her power is just like a rabbit, having powerful kicking strength. Given the fact that her legs are pretty muscular, maybe that's the hint. As Dabi cowardly realizes he cannot fight here, he suddenly mentions someone's name, Ojiko, as black ooze oozes out of Dabi's body. And he then claims that he's gonna catch Mr. Number One Hero later, and we'll talk until then. But here comes the real thing, is the fact that when he says, he screams to him with the hatred in his eyes, or almost the exact same hatred in the eyes that Endeavor himself have shown. He says, break a leg out there, but don't go kick the bucket. Todoroki Enji. Note, everyone knows his real name, after all, because Endeavor is that famous, but he's always called his superhero name, never his real name. The fact that Dabi calls him, just once again puts another spin on the theory. Is this possibly Endeavor's son? Or a legitimate son? The fact is that he acknowledges Endeavor as Todoroki Enji means that it's Todoroki Enji he hates, not just the hero Endeavor. So yeah, things are wondering. But the thing is that Miryuko tries to punch the goose, but Dabi escapes. Apparently the one who is in fault of this is called Ujiko. So just out of curiosity, who was Ujiko? Have we even seen that guy yet? Or have we? No, I don't think we have. Apparently that's a member of the League of Villains. That is the second teleporter, except the teleportational guy. Later on, things take a darker turn as Hawks actually meets Dabi face to face and revealed he is actually in league with the League of Villains and claims that you broke your promise, but Dabi just says that you were the one who also broke a promise, and I cannot really trust you since you are the number two hero of it all. Because apparently this was all planned. The normal was always planned to attack, but Hawks wasn't supposed to take Endeavor, the strongest hero, to it all. And it wasn't supposed to happen in the middle of a city, but it was supposed to be near a factory or a coast. So both of them really did lie to each other, but Dabi lied more. It is also the fact that he mentions that apparently there were 0 casualties this fight. I find that very hard to believe, but I guess that shows that the number one hero and the number two hero really are very good at saving people. Although technically it was Hawks who saved the people, not Endeavor. He was busy fighting. So and Hawks justifies it by saying he has to keep his head up, um, mm, uh, otherwise nothing good will happen. So as David says, he won't allow him to meet the boss yet. He says he can't hit him again. And then suddenly we see that while at the beginning it appears that Hawks is a traitor, then it's revealed that he may very well be a double agent or a triple agent, whatever you call it. Because here is revealed that he met the police a long time ago, and and this was very likely before this was very likely before they actually destroyed the League of Villains in All for One, and apparently the police asked Hawks to infiltrate the League of Villains and to share information about them. They needed to find out if they can still make normals without the power of All for One, or whatever they are. So Hawks mentioned, so you're telling me just to ignore all the villains they create while I'm trying to butter them up? And they said yes. So is this meant to imply that Hawks really is a hero? He's just playing the League of Villains side? Or are you telling me he's playing everyone's side? Again, Hawk is an enigma. From start to finish when he was showed himself, there's been a lot about him I do not like, but at the same time, I do like. So he's difficult to read. And I think that's just why the police asked him for this. You can't read that guy. He's too much of an enigma. And the fact is that when he enters the hospital to talk to Endeavor, who is recovering, he's actually saying, Endeavor, I'm sorry, whatever that means, probably means despair. But even the chapter ends with a little bit of a strange moment as Dabi walks away. Suddenly, the old burned wounds from his body begins to patch up as blood drips on, and he actually mentions he does remember Snatch Guy who talks about, have you ever stopped to think about the family feels? And then suddenly, as David tries to close his wound, he says, I fought so hard about it when I went crazy. So, once again, putting an illustration, you can translate that final chapter as anything you please. For a moment, it almost looked like Dabi actually felt sympathy for Snatch and actually regretted killing him, but I highly doubt that. There's been nothing in Davi's character to suggest that he is actually a good guy. It's more of the fact that when Snatch says, have you ever thought about what the families feel like? Again, that once again brings you to the Endeavor son theory, If you think about it, if Dabi really is the son of Endeavor, then he had not a happy childhood. Well, that's a given, we all know. So, hearing someone say, have you ever stopped to think what their family felt? Of course he would be crazy, because he hates hearing that. Granted, however, that's not exactly known yet. Moreover, Dabi has wounds all over his body, burn marks, whatever that is. We do not know yet if he did that himself, or is that a side effect of overusing his quirk. But it appears it is wounds, because blood is dripping from one of his eyes. So, I just wonder. Again, I am wondering. There's too many questions that did not get answered this chapter, and I do not like that. But I guess the author just wanted to taunt us a little bit. So I guess we will have to wait to find out if Dabi really is that one. Because so far the evidence both points out that he could very well be the son as well as not be the son. You give me your faults if you have any.